Walk This Way. Backing track, no guitar, so I'll just play the backing track so you hear what I'm going to play to. This is Aerosmith, but without the guitar. So that's where the guitar goes. Always hiding beneath the covers till I talk to you and I say it's that you ain't seen nothing till you're down on a muffin, then you sure will be changing your ways. I'm a cheerleader, was a real young. Okay, so let's try give it a go. Alright, so they're the main bits. I've not put any lead guitar in because I ain't got 4 hands. Anyway, but I'll show you the main bits. The main riff, great riff as well, by the way. I like the Run DMC one, you know, with all the other bits and pieces in there, but I couldn't find a backing track with all that in. But the parts are the same. There are a couple of dubs as well that I've not played, a couple of 7th chords. Okay, and you know, you'll hear those on the record, but they're dubs. The main parts are what I'm going to show you now. So the best way I find to play this, to keep it nice and simple. All right. So you've got your first little riff. Now watch this. One finger. So on the 5th string, down, up at the 1st fret, down at the 2nd fret, keep your finger across the 4th string and come up again. Da 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 da. I'll say that. Down up. Do it twice. And then end on a 6th string. Okay? We're actually building the shape E. Alright? So then do it again. Then put your 2nd finger on the bass string at the 3rd fret and just sort of bend it, and then up on the 4th, still with this finger down. Put the bits together. Do it again. But instead of doing the boom bang, you're going to go move this 1st finger down, just drop it so it's on 4, 3 and 2, come down quite hard from the 5th string to make an A. Now, as I've said to you in other things, make sure you get the phrasing in your head right first. Da 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 boom, da 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 boom ba, da 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 boom, da 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 bang. And then in your head you then tell your fingers what to do. Da 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 boom, da 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 boom bam, da 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 boom, da 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 bam. And then while that's going, your hand's moving up to the 8th fret, which is like a C. Now you're going to play a bit of a power chord, and it's, you know, there's a little bit of fiddling around going on here, so you've got to pay attention to this. It's a little funky bit. So let's go straight into it. First finger on the bass string of the 8th fret, finger 2 and 3 on the 9th fret on strings 5 and 4, and your little finger's going to be moving from the 13th fret to the 12th. So these two have got to be pretty well locked on. But if you've done any of that police stuff that we did the other day, then you know these stretches will become quite familiar to you. All right. So let's look at the riff. It's down on the 6th, up on the 4th, down on the 5th, and then up on the 5th again, and then little finger on the 5th at the 12th with a pull off. I'll do it slowly, and then 6, 4, 5. So I'll put those two bits together. Then a stretch to the 13th, then 12th with a downstroke and a pull off. Okay, so and he plays that for the verse. You know, the I think he does it for 8 bars. So 1, 4, 1. And when he gets to the end of the 8th bar, and instead of going, it goes and jumps straight back to that A for the. So I'm going to play that from the top again, and then we'll look at the chorus. All right. No, we'll look at the chorus now, and then I'll play the whole thing. So when you get to the chorus, it's the same shape, but it's a little bit. Now be careful when you're playing power chords that you don't venture into strings 3, 2 and 1. You must not play through strings 3, 2 and 1 at all. And the best way to do it, when you watch guitarists doing it on the TV, you'll look at their hands whacking down like that, which indeed it is. But what you won't see is that they're coming at it at an angle. If they weren't, you'd get this. So, you know, little things like that, little technique to make it easier. So let's look at this chorus. So you've got your, again, phrasing. Bam, 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 ba-dam, dam. Bam, 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 ba-dam, dam. Down, 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 da-dam, down. Okay, and your little fingers go from the 12th to the 13th. And then drop these two fingers to play an F. Avoid the bass string now, like the plague. And then back. And he's got some lead guitar solo bit over the top of that, basically just playing a pentatonic scale, you know, in the C position at the 8th. All right, let's have a look at it from the top one more time, and you'll sort of recognise the bits now, hopefully. 1, 2, 3, 4. I want to show you something that's on this. You'll all know this anyway. Most of you'll know it. I only found out about it a couple of months ago because I'm old and, you know, not familiar with all this. But on your YouTube, you've got like a little cogwheel symbol on the bottom right. Press it. When it says playback speed, it's at the moment should be on normal. Put it at 75%, and then let's start it again. Because when you start learning this, it's, you know, learn how to play it slowly and then build it up. So this is at 75%. Nice thing is the pitch won't change as you lower the tempo. So. you get the idea? So the bits again, the riff, the main bit for the verse, sorry, and then the chorus. And the pentatonic for the noodling around that he does before he goes back into the riff. Okay, so I hope you've enjoyed this little challenging thing. But again, technique, make sure the phrasing is in your head. If you do that, it's half the battle, I promise you. Please subscribe to the channel if you've not done so. I say it's all free, it's all fun. We're just going to have a good laugh with all this over the next couple of months. If you've got any guitar-y mates, then, you know, share it with them and see what see what we can come up with. If you've got any ideas you want me to play, doesn't matter how difficult it is, I'll have a bash at it, you know. I'm not into shredding too much, so, you know, I like melody, you know what I mean? My favourite guitar players, in fact, it's funny this, famous guitarists, have you noticed that the famous guitar players, not one of them is a speed freak? You know, Eric Clapton, Dave Gilmour, Jimi Hendrix, you know, hardly any of them are speed freaks. They can play fast, but they don't overdo it, you know, because it's all about great guitarists play great solos, and what makes them great solos is they've got melody, and a great guitar solo is as important sometimes as the song itself, and famous guitar players know how to write a great melody, and that's why they end up becoming famous. Okay, so it's all about your tune. Slash is a great guitarist. Not only is he a good technician, but he's very melodic, you know. Take away his top hat and his long hair and his cool look, underneath all that is a really melodic bloke that knows how to string a solo together, as do all the greats. So always remember that, all right? So hope you've enjoyed this little session, and I will catch you next time. Take care.